She froze the moment she saw him, and what she told me after shattered everything I thought I knew about my family. I never believed in fate, not until the night I brought Amelia home. We'd been together for 2 years. She was kind, gentle, sharp in all the right ways, with a way of making the world feel calm even when I couldn't breathe. I'd proposed under the grey skies of Cornwall, with the sea crashing behind us and her eyes filled with tears. She said yes, laughing through sobs. We were perfect, or so I thought. When I told my parents we'd come to stay for a weekend in Surrey, they were thrilled. My mum started preparing days in advance, baking like the Queen herself was coming. My dad, Charles Langston, a respected professor and the most composed man I've ever known, said little, as usual, but nodded with approval. The day we arrived, Amelia held my hand the entire ride, nervous but excited. But the moment my father opened the door and smiled, something in her face collapsed. Her fingers dug into my palm. She stared at him as if she'd seen a ghost. My dad's smile flickered. "Welcome," he said, offering a hand. She didn't move. She just stared. I tried to ease the tension with a joke, but dinner that night was unbearable. Amelia barely spoke. My dad kept glancing at her like he knew something too. After we went to bed, I asked her what was wrong. She said nothing, just that she was tired. But at 2 a.m., I found her crying in the garden. I sat beside her, wrapped a blanket around her shoulders, and asked again. She didn't look at me. She stared into the darkness and whispered, "Your father." "I've seen him before." I frowned, where her voice shook. "When I was 11, at the home, the care home in Manchester. He visited one of the girls there." I felt cold. My father had never mentioned anything like that. "You must be mistaken," I said. "He's a lecturer. He's been at Surrey Uni for 25 years. She shook her head. I remember his face. I'd never forget it. He used to bring gifts to her, but she always cried after. My blood turned to ice. Amelia had grown up in foster care, a life she rarely spoke about. The girl she mentioned, Lily, had disappeared when they were kids. No one knew where she'd gone. Just that a man used to visit her in secret. "You think it was him?" I asked. She nodded. "I'd bet my life on it." I confronted my father the next morning. His face went white. "That's absurd," he said. "I don't know what she's talking about." But something cracked in his voice, and for the first time, I saw fear in my father's eyes. "My mother denied everything. She's confused," she said. "That girl's been through too much." But later, I found something. In the attic, behind an old set of boxes, a photograph. My father and a young girl, not Amelia, but someone else. On the back, a name Lily. "Those mi quattro." I took the photo to Amelia. She dropped it. "That's her." The next few days were chaos. Amelia wanted to leave. I needed answers. My father refused to speak to me. But one night, drunk and bitter, he cornered me in the study. "It wasn't what you think," he said. "She was my daughter. I never told anyone. I had an affair years ago. The mother wanted nothing to do with me. I tried to stay in touch, in secret. I felt sick. So why the secrecy? Why the photo? Hidden?" He looked away, "Because she died." And I blamed myself, and I couldn't. "Tell your mother." But I wasn't convinced. Amelia didn't believe it either. We dug deeper. Amelia contacted an old social worker after weeks of silence. We got a file, Lily's last known visitor, Charles Langston. But the notes were darker. Lily had reported feeling uncomfortable with him, said he touched her hair too much and asked strange questions. Then, the day after her final visit, she vanished. No trace, no investigation. The home shut down years ago. I confronted my father one last time. He broke. She was mine, he said, but I was never inappropriate. I only wanted to help. But I didn't believe him, and neither did Amelia. We left that night. Haven't spoken to them since. But the damage lingered. I loved a man I thought I knew. Amelia carries trauma I'll never understand. We're still together, but something cracked in both of us. Love can survive many things, but not all truths set you free. Some just burn everything down.